to another edition of John's Garage. Every once in a while, your restoration project gets interrupted when your everyday car develops a problem. I want to introduce you to my 97 Z28 convertible that my daughter's named Bullet. I've had this car since 1999. I bought it with 13,000 miles on it, and today it has just shy of 180,000 miles. Now you might notice that it's in pretty good shape. It's had a lot of work done to it over the years, but it really went through a transformation around 2016. In that year of 2016, my wife and I were driving her Camry through our neighborhood, and a deer T-boned the car. We didn't hit the deer, it hit us, and it totaled out her Camry. We actually took the money from the totaled Camry, rebuilt her car ourselves, and then took the extra money and had the engine rebuilt because it had just blown a head gasket on the LT1. A couple years later, fast forward, we actually did the paint and body on this car and a new top as well, and we're working on the interior little by little. Now this is not my first Z28. I had a 78 Z28, and I also had another 97 Z28 that I ordered brand new. But this is the one that I've kept. Again, I've had it since '99. Here we are in 2021, and it's still a part of the family. My girls said they can never sell it because it's the only car they've ever seen me drive, so I think it's a keeper for the family. Now the issue it's having today is it has a flickering when the headlights are on at night. I did a little research and they tell me it's the alternator. So the project in John's Garage today is we're going to change the alternator on this 1997 Z28. Okay guys, so this is the 97 LT1 engine under hood. Pretty much a stock engine. The only thing that's really been changed is an SLP cold air induction kit. Again, it was rebuilt, 30 over, bored out 30 over when it was rebuilt. But pretty much stock, no big changes to it. Did add a strut tower brace to kind of take out some of the wiggling because the top was cut off as a convertible. But yeah, Bubble 1 of course, every oil change. But this is it. So we're going to tackle this alternator project right now. We have a new AC Delco alternator we're going to throw on, and hopefully our lights won't flicker anymore. All right, so some jobs you think are going to be easy are not that easy. You have to take the serpentine belt off to get the alternator off, and not enough room to get the tension out of it from the top, so we had to put it on the old ramp. So I'm going to actually go under the car and try to get the tension removed enough to pop that belt off. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Old alternator out. All right, it's always a good idea to compare the old with the new, and everything seems to be in order here. I had to transfer this bracket from the old one to the new one. I do see this is a Delco Remy unit. I feared that it may have been some kind of aftermarket version that failed prematurely because this thing's only about 4 or 5 years old. So not sure, but it was making kind of a grinding sound also that I was thankful wasn't the water pump. So now we're going to go ahead and try to reinstall the new AC Delco alternator. Okay, invariably you run across issues when you're working on older stuff, and apparently the weather pack clip on this electrical connector has broken on the male part. So when you put it in the alternator, really nothing keeps it from just falling out. So I'm actually going to use a little high temp tape, and we're just going to kind of tape the two halves together. I think it was doing fine, but just to be sure. Every once in a while you run across something a little puzzling. When I pulled the alternator out, this end was attached, but this end wasn't. Had to go to the actual factory shop manual. Found out that's supposed to be threaded to the exhaust manifold, so some previous technician took a shortcut and didn't attach it to the other side. Crazy things you learn. It happens. I went the other way. I know there's like a way you can roll it, but I'm not good at it. It's on. No flickering. All right, guys, got great news. Success. The alternator solved the light flickering issue. So if your car is doing that, maybe that's your issue too. Stay tuned to our next episode of John's Garage. Who knows what we're going to get into? See you then.